All right. What we do here 5 nights a week? What's this thing called?
Weeknights.
Oh, that's what it's called? Yeah, that's what we do. 5
Weeknights.
nights. 5 nights a week.
And I'm Dash.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Straight into it. Yep. And I'm JD, aka He Who Pods. You ready to go outside? That's why you want to rush.
Whatever.
Look like you about to go pop and lock somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I just try to keep it together. You don't
Look
want to know
like you
what I
about to
look
get your
like.
Marion touch on or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Touch.
You don't want to know what I looked like 45 minutes ago. I really had to pull it together today.
Listen, at least you're not looking like Fro Poppy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Don't know what's going on with this hair today.
you letting it all hang out. You letting
Like
the hair
John
grow
Cena
out.
at the Oscars.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Let's pod.
Right. And I'm Dash, aka Cool Grandma, but not really, aka Vamoose, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B.
Right.
Now
Talk
we
to
can
him.
begin.
Now we could begin. That's right. All right. Where would you like to start on this lovely evening? This Wild Out Wednesday.
Voila! Oh.
All right, let's start with Wildin' Out.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's an artist named GloRilla who has what I think is a smash hit called Yeah Glow.
And you know why I'm Cool Grandma, but not really? Because I totally was going to go ski. That's the wrong
That's
one.
not the right artist.
Mm-hmm.
That is Sexy Red.
Yep.
This
No,
is
I realized before I said it.
yeah, she has what I think is a smash. It's called Yeah Glow, and that's how it goes every couple lines. Yeah Glow.
So that
And
is her ski.
what?
So that is her ski.
Yes, I don't know. I don't remember what the Ski Yee record sounds like. I heard it one time and that was it.
Ski. If you ski, it was the same.
Oh,
It was the
oh,
same
then yeah.
cadence.
Then there you go. Yep. Yeah, Glow.
I guess, and that's probably why I got them confused because it's the exact
I
same
didn't
thing.
even know that. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah,
At least
Glow.
from
Da,
what
da,
you're
da, da,
saying,
da,
that's what
da,
it
da,
sounds.
da, da, da. Yeah, Glow. Da, 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 da,
It's a
da,
very,
yeah, Glow.
it's a very similar cadence to ski. So,
Well, there's a lot of things happening with GloRilla.
mhm,
She's got the smash hit. Yeah, Glow. That's what I think anyway. I think it's a smash hit.
mhm.
Um, and she was on live showing her boobs. Boob, singular. And that sent the internet ablaze because right around the same time, JT from City Girls also flashed her boobs. People are flashing boobs on the internet. That's what's going on. And people had things to say about GloRilla showing her boob. She was kind of like in bed, and the camera panned down for a second. You see a little nip. You know what I mean? A little boob. It was boob. And then she realized they didn't fix the camera, but it's on the internet. You can find it. And
Okay.
I'm just saying this is what happened. Set the internet ablaze. She was trending because her boob was showing. And she responded. In a video, she said, basically, I'm paraphrasing, I know you're not tripping over a nipple. It was a nipple. You had never seen nipples? That's what she said, basically.
Totally didn't think
Um,
that was an accident, but
well, we're going to get to that in just a second. And also, all of this has happened back to back for GloRilla. She's truly glowing right now. Boom.
the talent
Also,
oozing out of
in
this podcast.
also a young man in church was quoting the lyrics of Yeah Glow.
So
And
that.
he called her a gospel artist.
And I
And he
was
said that she was
confused. Did she put out a gospel song?
He says that she did. He says that, yeah, Glow is in fact a gospel song and is teaching us about, being better and praising and all these good things, affirmations. And she also saw that and responded and said, "Preach, yeah, Glow."
My goodness, the talent.
She's killing it right now.
And good for
Books,
her.
church, records. Oh, and one more thing that went viral from Glow. All of this back to back.
Oh, there's more?
She has a video. It's her in an old folks home, and it's like a fake microphone hanging from the ceiling. I think it's a lint brush, to be honest. I could be wrong. I didn't get a good look. But
She's showing her boob in the video?
no, it's her surrounded by a bunch of old white ladies, like really old grandmas, like 70, 80-year olds with, full white afros. And
Mhm.
they're all going, "Yeah, Glow," as she's rapping a couple bars.
A
It's
hit.
cute. Yeah, it's viral. It's gone viral. It's
I
taken
haven't
off.
seen that, but I guess I should look that up at some point.
Yeah, you should look it up. If you look up GloRilla, it's one of the many things that'll pop up on Twitter today. Um,
I mean, good for her. Like, if she's, having a good run, then that's great. I'm a little confused as to why people saw her boob on the internet, though. I don't really understand that. To me, maybe I'm wrong, but it didn't really look like an accident. So
I don't think it was an accident.
it didn't look like an accident. She put her finger to her mouth and then put her hand down and panned to her breast. It looked to me like she was trying to be sexy.
A little too sexy.
Right. And it was like, what you about to do? First of all, girl, put that behind a paywall if you're gonna do it. Don't give that away for free.
Some people are saying that her and JT are showing their body parts, their boobs, to help keep the buzz going because
That's cheap.
GloRilla has an album coming and JT is on her first solo tour. No City Girls, just JT.
That's so cheap to me. And I just want to be clear. I don't judge people for showing their boobs on the internet or you know, doing OnlyFans or whatever the case may be. I don't have a problem with any of that. I just feel like this is cheap. Like, what are y'all doing? This is weird. This is weird to me. Like, for them, who I don't think they need to do that. So that's why it's like, if that's what this is strange. Now, JT's video looked a little bit more like it was an accident. Like she had her hand. It was almost like she knew that her dress been there, where you know that your dress, like your cup run is over in your dress, and so she's talking and she's holding her breast, and then at some point she lets go. She shouldn't have let go, and then immediately seems to appears to react to her boob popping out. But yeah, I find that as a tactic for two women who have a fan base, who are already making money and already have the fame and notoriety. It just feels cheap. It doesn't seem like I don't even have a problem with, one of them going from, because that you have artists, female artists who will go from like a Janelle Monae who will um who basically her look has changed and she's a lot sexier, a lot more revealing clothes, things like that. I don't even think that's cheap. Like I don't. But something about being like, oh my gosh, my titty fell out is whack to me. It's just like if you're gonna do it, then do it. If you're gonna flash your boobs, then flash your boobs. But pretending that it popped out and then being like, oh, okay, time to go viral off of my nipple. Like it just feels really cheap and low rent to me. And mm, I'm gonna get a lot of shit
First,
for that, aren't I?
I don't know. First, I'm gonna make a joke. Then I'm gonna pose a question.
Okay.
Here's my joke. When I saw the boob from
I'm uncomfortable in my arm. I didn't know that science work. No thing. I got a little nervous. Started to itch. Sorry.
he's about to do like Superstar.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you how obsessed with Superstar I was?
I could totally see that being your shit.
Because sometimes I take my hand and I put them like this. I have seen that
It
movie a
totally.
million times.
I never knew that, but I could. That totally makes 100% sense.
Oh my gosh, Molly Shannon is the goat for that shit. That was hilarious. Anyway, if you know, you know. If you don't, go find it.
I never once saw that. It looked super cheesy,
You never
and I
saw
never
it?
saw it.
Oh
Never had
my
interest. Still
gosh.
don't.
That was my shit. I loved that movie. I remember my mom took me to see it in the movie theater, and then anytime I could watch it, I watched it after that. I loved that. I thought it was stupid funny, but it was funny. But yeah, that was her thing. And then she used to make out with the tree. She was such an awkward girl. Anyway, let's get back on that. So you really didn't understand what I was doing. You've seen the commercials, I assume.
No, I seen the commercials. Of course, that was the trailer, and then
Yeah.
people were making fun of it doing that all the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So first, my joke. When I saw the GloRilla nipple slip, quote unquote slip,
Mm-hmm.
my first thought was, "Yeah, Glow."
Well, of course. Of course. My first thought was top flipped off like Janet at the Super Bowl.
I don't know. Is that a Drake lyric? It sounds like Drake.
It was,
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know Drake music like that, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I
you
thought
know
at
that
first.
song.
My first initial thought was, "Yeah,
Yeah,
Glow."
Glow. Clown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. Is that
Yeah, Glow. Thanks. You know, made my. I was at work scrolling through Twitter and just was like, "Oh, okay. Look at that." Now I've had an exciting shift,
right?
an entertaining shift. Anyway, so that was my joke. But my question is, do you think this is because of Janelle Monáe, who's been showing her boobs all over the internet for months?
Showing her boobs how?
And we went from not seeing, okay, I don't mean her nipples,
All right, because
but we've seen,
I want to
but
make
we've
the
seen everything except
distinction.
her nipples.
Right, but she's
We've seen
wearing
everything
clothes.
except no, Janelle Monáe was bare-breasted in the swimming pool. The cover of the album is her swimming
Oh,
topless. I'm
sure.
not hating. Hey,
This
listen.
is, but what I'm
Yeah,
saying
Janae.
is, there was creative around her doing that.
But that's what I'm
They are
asking. What
at
I'm
home
asking is,
going, "Hey, you want to see?" And it's like, what is that?
but what I'm asking is, and that's why I said it's my question. My question is, do you think Janelle Monáe expressing this is my sexual freedom era? Do you think that that is part of what it is? And I'm asking that because I am a Janelle Monáe fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this, but there are people who feel part of Janelle Monáe's recent success with this last album is because of boobs and the sexual erotic nature of the music and the visuals, which were very erotic and very openly sexual. I don't
Yeah,
have a problem with it. I think that's how
I don't either.
art is. But what I'm asking is, do you think because Janelle Monáe did this and was pushed to a superstar level she was not at before, because that's true whether we like it or not. That's Her celebrity has risen. My question is, do you think that is why we're getting these quote unquote slips from the ladies?
No, because I think that the city girls were already
Sexual, erotic.
in that lane. I don't think that. That's why I'm saying it feels cheap, because it's like, but you didn't need to do this before. Like, why would you need to do this now? The the city girls have talked about sex. They wear their, cute little outfits that are not covering up their bodies. Like, I don't think that, if we're talking about JT, now I don't know. I got to be honest. I don't know a lot about GloRilla. I
Me either.
can't remember what the song was that went viral that she did, and
Easy
I
to
think
find out.
that's why I'm having a block with that. Um, but I don't know if that is her, part of her persona, part of her, the music that she typically puts out. Um, I think yeah, I don't think that Janelle Monáe is the cause of this,
Okay.
or I don't think she's the catalyst for this either. I just think I think internet culture is the cause of this.
Okay. I just was curious if you thought that was possible.
And listen, for what it's worth, I don't want to accuse people of doing things that they did not say they did. So, for argument's sake, let's say it was an accident for both parties, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think that they should be ashamed either, which I guess contradicts what I said about it being cheap. But I don't think that, I think if you're doing it, I think if it happened by accident, then it happened by accident and it is what it is. I think
Okay.
if they're doing this with intention, or because I think these were lives that they were doing, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. It
Yeah.
wasn't like they just
No, they didn't just record
posted
a
the video.
video and go like this and then put it out.
Right. They were on live. So, you know, but I do want to give that other side to it. I'm not saying that it's shameful if it was an accident. I don't think that. Because, like I said,
Got it.
I don't even have a problem with people wanting to be sexual publicly, or people wanting to show their bodies. I never have a problem with that. That doesn't offend me the way it offends a lot of people.
Okay.
But this just, to me, is odd. It's not. It's just like, but girls, I'm sorry, ladies, what we doing and why?
And why?
Because even if the idea here is sex sells, why this way?
Right.
That's it. That's all I got about that. I don't.
Yeah.
It's a good question though, because I do think that
Well, I
Janelle
think
Monáe is big, and she has made a drastic shift, and I don't I don't think that she doesn't influence anyone. I just I just don't. I think they might have already been in that lane before. Um,
I agree, and I also think it's different. I think where Janelle Monáe was doing these things, it came across more artistic and more as sexual liberation
mhm.
as opposed to, you know,
Right.
a quick flash.
Because, like I said, you kind of reduce you kind of reduce it when you do it in that way, right? Like, it no longer, now it just looks like, huh?
Yeah, it's different
But
than even Little Kim. Let's go the opposite extreme. Even Little Kim showing up to the award with her whole boob out and just the pasty on her nipple. That was very different than what we're seeing of the go live and show my breasts.
yeah, to me that's just a really odd a really odd thing to do, unless that's what you came out to do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you went on there and was like, well, I'm gonna just go topless and this is what I'm doing here, then cool. And I, at the beginning of this, I encourage putting it behind a paywall, because why not? Why show your body? I mean, y'all.
What if this was the free sample? All right. Silly question, and then we move on. And I'll answer the question too if you want. If this was the free sample, whose OnlyFans were you subscribing to? JT's or GloRilla's? Gotta choose one.
GloRilla was more believable.
Now I'm saying if this was the free sample to what come see more behind the paywall. Whose OnlyFans you copping? GloRilla's or JT's?
I can only pick one.
Only pick one. Can't get both. Only one. If both of them gave you these videos as the free sample to, hey, subscribe for more, who you subscribing to? My answer is simple. To me, this is an easy choice.
It depends on what you want, though.
Yeah,
Like,
Glow.
I'm just gonna say, it depends on what you want. I feel like GloRilla is gonna get right to business.
She also just looked more seductive. This looked
But
more
that's what
like,
I'm saying.
this looked more like, yeah, nigga, you know what you about to get.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, and that's
Where
why I felt like it
JT's,
wasn't.
where JT's was more like, I'ma act like I'm playing, but I'm really gonna show you my titties.
But that's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I
I
was
don't
about
want to
to
play.
say. It depends on what you're looking for, because
And I'm
if
asking you, Dash, if right now you had to pick one, who was you picking? I gave my answer. Yeah, Glow.
I don't think I have an answer for this one.
You gotta pick one. Come on, we
Why
can't
I
move
gotta
on until
pick
you pick one.
one?
That's the question. Come on. Yeah, Glow. Who you
Okay,
got?
we'll come back to it at the end of the episode. We gotta move on. We got other things to
Before we
talk
move
about.
on, who you got?
Nah. Mm-mm.
Come on, don't be whack like this. Just pick one.
How am I being whack? I tried to
You
explain
saw
to you.
both
You shut
videos.
down when I tried to negotiate and figure out which one makes sense and why. You
Wait,
shut
I'm
it
asking.
down, and I was
So.
trying to talk it out because
All
I
right. So let's
wasn't
talk it
sure.
out. What you looking for?
I'm just saying, if you're looking for someone to get right to it and completely with the shits, that's GloRilla. That's obvious, like you said. JT, on the other hand, if you're just looking for a little peek of something, if you're looking for, oh, she seems fun, and she's gonna have a good time, and she's gonna give charisma, there you go with JT. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's whatever you're in the mood for.
Okay, and we asking, what are you in the mood for? Who
I'm in
would
the
you
mood to
pick?
move on.
Ah, boo. I would throw something, but I ain't. Oh, I got a receipt right here. Boo.
Mhm. Yeah.
Disappointed in you for that.
You're
This was our
disappointed in me, but I just
this was
said,
our Van
like,
and Rachel right here. Well, I go all the way left for the topic.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Speaking of going all the way left, they're remaking a movie that I heard you're a big fan of.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Yep. And there's a trailer.
It's not very good. The trailer, not the original movie. The original movie was good. The original movie starred Christina Applegate. Um, and it was like, I don't know, it was like perfect 90s movie. If
Mhm.
you ask me, it had everything that you think of when you think of 90s movies, like Clueless and stuff like that.
Yep.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead had a similar vibe. Um, but obviously it was, it was funny. There was kids getting up to hijinks after their babysitter dies, um, and pretending to be adults.
Right.
The trailer, I don't know if that's not a full trailer because it didn't really show much. It even cut off like when they're about to say things, it cuts off what they're about to say. And I guess maybe that was filmed that way so that you could, or edited that way so you could be more interested in what's happening. But if you don't know, okay, correction, even if you do know the original story, that doesn't make you want, at least for me, it didn't make me want to watch it. And I thought it was cool that it looks like it's a black family. I was like, okay, this is cool. The one of the cast members from Bel Air
Oh, okay.
is the lead, Simone Joy Jones, I believe her name is.
Okay.
So I thought that was really cool. That was really exciting because it's obviously going to be from a different perspective. But that trailer isn't good.
It looks to be a teaser trailer, not a full trailer. And that's the only grace I'll give it because this shit looks ass.
Yeah, I guess we'll be getting one maybe in the next week or so because the movie is coming out on the 12th of April.
Oh
So
man, we should have been got a real trailer then. They
yeah,
trying to compete with Bad Boys for the who's gonna give us the trailer first?
well, the promos usually start about 3 weeks out, so we're not quite at the 3 week
Nah,
mark.
real trailers start months before.
No, I know film trailers start months before, and I'm sure there's a trailer floating around somewhere. But as far as the actual promotion goes, for leading up to the movie, it's usually 3 weeks out. So that's probably
Oh,
why we're
okay,
not
okay. I
seeing a
got what
lot
you're
of
saying.
it.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, but I
but
feel like we'd have saw that trailer by now.
I also feel like no one cares about it.
And based on this teaser trailer, no one should.
Yeah, I feel like no one really cares about it. I don't even know how many people remember the movie. Um,
I'm sure
I,
plenty of people do.
maybe, but
And the
it's
reason I
not.
say
I don't
that
even
is
recall it.
because go ahead, you first.
I was gonna say I don't even recall it being talked about in recent years. That's why I'm saying, do people even remember that it was around or that it was a thing? I don't know. Because a lot of the stuff that we get that's like reboot, reimagine, they kind of prime us for a long time before we actually get it. There's usually a lot of announcements around it. Oh, this is going to be the cast, this and that. It wasn't really that for this.
See if I can pull up a full trailer. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, Glow. Don't go, mom. Oh, it came right up. 49 seconds. Nah, only a teaser trailer. That's all that's popping up is those same 40 seconds we saw. Everything else is showing like the old one, even though I put in 2024.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They haven't. I don't think they've done a good job at getting people excited about the movie.
No, and that teaser trailer didn't do it.
No,
It was booty butt cheeks,
it was
in the
pretty.
words of Boondocks.
Or it was. Never.
It was what? I'm sorry. Huh?
No,
Right? What
nothing.
was that?
No,
Was
the
it-
joke wasn't gonna make sense, and then it was gonna sound like I'm a hater, and that's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to make a joke.
Sometimes you got to be a hater, man. You
Nah.
know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Let the hate flow through you.
Oh, normally I do, but today, no.
All right.
Well.
All right, we got one last topic, real quick.
Hmm.
So Laurence Fishburne, he's got a one-man show coming, and it's called Like They Do It in the Movies. I did not hear about this. I actually saw it on an ad, truth be told. And I immediately shared it with you because I was like, whoa, this is crazy. We got to talk about this. And
Yeah.
so apparently he's been cultivating this product for 20 years. And so he he wrote it and then kind of shelved it and then did a little more to it and showed it to a friend who's in the industry and kind of got worried, nervous about their feedback and shelved it again. And then he says during the pandemic, he really dove into it and
Yeah.
now it's ready. And it's a one-man show where he's telling a little bit of his story and playing different characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is really interesting that Laurence Fishburne is doing this. We don't really know him to do this type of stuff. And it's exciting to me to just see him back out in the scene. For a while, he was kind of like really heavy set and not doing many movies. And then he had these obscure roles. Um,
Well, he
I've
was
been worried.
the grandpa on Blackish. He had a pretty significant role on Blackish.
I did not know that. Never
Mm-hmm.
seen Blackish. Don't really watch
He,
TV.
he was the grandpa, and Jennifer Lewis was his ex-wife, who I think they rekindled at some point. Spoiler
Gotcha.
alert: the show's over. You're fine.
That's funny. Well, he's a movie star, and we haven't
Yeah,
seen him in a lot of movies for about a decade. There was about a good decade where he didn't have big roles, pivotal roles like we're used to seeing him. He was in this Predators movie as like a random weirdo who is introduced like in the middle of the movie and dies about 20 minutes later. He's got a reoccurring role in the John Wick series, or had a reoccurring role in the John Wick series. I don't know if his role is over. The character didn't die, but even that, he's not a main character. He's not like, an important Morpheus, not Morbius. Morbius is vampire. Morpheus.
Morbius.
Yeah, he didn't have that Morpheus type of pivotal role that we're
Mhm.
kind of used to seeing him in. Okay, yeah, Glow.
You're ridiculous. I got warm. You
Oh,
are
shit.
ridiculous.
That was too easy.
I was gonna say it, and
Too
you beat me
easy.
to it.
After talking about GloRilla and JT earlier, you taking off your jacket, I had to do it. I had to do it. Yeah, Glow. Anyway, I'm happy for Laurence Fishburne. Like I said, we didn't see him for a minute in these type of roles. So to see him in a role where he wrote it and he's really diving into a character or multiple characters, for me that's exciting. I'm a
Yeah,
fan of Laurence Fishburne. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do, how it's gonna come about, and where we could see this at.
yeah. I'm really excited for this. I think when you've been working that long, you've been making TV and film for so long in different capacities, not just as an actor, but also working behind the scenes on some of the projects
Producing,
that
yeah.
he's done. I I think something like this is like a culmination of all your experiences and your work.
Yep.
I think that's so fascinating. Um, so I'm excited because I mean I love Lawrence Fishburne too. Like I would love to see what that looks like and how it takes shape. In being able to get inside his mind in a very different way from what we're used to seeing from him.
Right.
I just think that's really cool, and I also don't think that everybody who does something like this is particularly interesting. But I find him to be a really interesting actor. So I'm excited for it. I hope that it's something that will, I mean, I'm sure, but I hope that it's something that will be accessible so that, we can see it.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I would love to be able to watch that. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited for him. I think that's really cool that after your long, 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 long career,
Yeah.
you can do, you can kind of change course a little bit and do what you want to do. I
Right.
think we talked about this when we talked about Usher and how he's like in his era of I'm doing the things that I want to do or the things that um, are. fulfilling to me, and
Right.
not just to make money or to reach an audience, but this one is almost like this one's for me.
Right.
Um, I like that. I appreciate that very much. I hope to someday when I'm old, not to say that they're old, but I hope someday when I'm
Yeah,
old, I'm
he's up
like,
there.
I'm able to do something cool like that, where it's like a culmination of all the things that I've done and culmination of, all the things that I've learned along the way. I think that would be really incredible. A lot of people do that in the form of a book. But this, for me, way more interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Uh-oh.
I dropped the wipes. I
All
kicked them
right.
away.
Got it.
Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have much more to say. I think this is really cool. I'm curious to
Mhm.
see what what it looks like, what it entails. And I hope that, like you said, we have access to it, because it may be some limited run off Broadway type of thing. Who knows? So I'm gonna go back to that ad and try to find out more information and see, how can we see it? How do we gain access to it?
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
So that's it.
That's our show. Well, I just want to say one last thing before
JT or
we go.
GloRilla?
I just want to say one last thing before we go.
Is it Glow?
GloRilla, send us the link to the OnlyFans.
Yeah, yeah, Glow.
All right. Bye.